You're getting a little slow right now. What is going on?
How'd you get duck line?
All right, I think we're good. Everybody good out there? All right, well, thank you, and good afternoon again, and thank you for tuning in to this afternoon's briefing. Because Rhode Islanders have been staying inside today, I'm sure you've heard the news about Tom Brady. And even though this will be a historic snowstorm where probably it will hit very close to the single highest accumulation of snow in 24 hours in the state's history, it's not going to go down as the blizzard of 2022. It's going to go down as the day that Tom Brady retired. We'll certainly remember that, that announcement today. And it was helpful because I know a lot of for taking this blizzard very seriously and staying off the roads and doing the right thing. It's a serious event, as I said yesterday, and you've taken it that way, and we're going to be so much better off making sure that the safety of the state of Rhode Island, the people who live in the state of Rhode Island, is our #1 priority. I just got an update from the National Weather Service and our team here at EMA, and it's looking like when all is said and done, we will have an average of about 20 inches of snow across Rhode Island today. I just spoke with DOT Director Peter Albiti and Colonel Manny of the State Police, and they report that visibility on the roads continues to be bad. And since we spoke, I said clearly there's communities who have taken the plows off the streets over the last 4 hours because of the visibility being that difficult, and that we should make sure that the people in the state of Rhode Island hear that loud and clear. Let's stay home, and let's be careful, and let's be safe, and always take care of your neighbors if you're able to do so. With that in mind, we'll be expanding the vehicle travel ban until midnight tonight. So we'll be going from 8 o'clock on that travel ban, and we'll be moving it to midnight tonight. This is not only for your safety, but the safety of our plows. As I've consistently said here in front of you, we got to make sure that we stay off the roads so that our plow workers can do the work. Our DOTs and our Department of Public Works throughout the state of Rhode Island can do that work, and the workers who are trying to get these roads cleared. So please stay off the roads tonight. Additionally, the tractor trailer ban will remain in effect until midnight tonight. So we'll align the travel ban and the tractor trailer ban so that both will expire tonight at midnight. There's no need to venture out or put yourself and your family in jeopardy of getting your car stuck, which just makes cleanup even more difficult for our workers. And I can tell you the very few cars that are on the road, there are many who are stuck right now. Again, please stay home, stay safe with your families. We'll enjoy this winter wonderland tomorrow. A few updates. State will run testing and vaccination sites. They will reopen tomorrow beginning at noon. So state-run testing sites will reopen tomorrow at noon. Our bridges that were closed will reopen at midnight when the travel ban lifts. And RIPTA, R-I-P-T-A, service will resume regular service tomorrow morning. I was speaking today with Director Abadijian, and we've confirmed that will start happening in the morning on regular schedule and subject to the conditions of the road. But the staff will be arriving for service early in the morning for their routes. The Black Island Ferry will reopen service tomorrow morning, so please check the blackislandferry.com for schedule information. It's going to be a cold night, and with the wind chill, it will be in single digits. Please take that seriously. Be careful in terms of even any outdoor activity at your home tonight or in the community. There are warming centers open throughout the state, and if you are someone you needs a warming shelter, a list of all available centers will be found at www.riema.ri.gov. I'll repeat that. www.riema.ri.gov. Before I turn it over to our Lieutenant Governor, I want to once again thank all our municipal leaders. We've been in contact with most of them during the day, our state and local workers, and all those that were out and about clearing the roads today and will continue working throughout the night. And I would say to the local communities, thank you. And let's give a nice thank you to them, you know, as you see them during the next week, that for the work that they've done above and beyond at this point in terms of, like, when we talk about historic numbers of, you know, in terms of the accumulation of snow, being close to the first or the second in the history of the state of Rhode Island, and to have things go so smoothly at this point in time, it's a credit to our workforce out there, our public safety, our National Guard, and everybody who we rely on for keeping us safe. And I want to thank the media who have been keeping you updated with information throughout the day, both the media here today, in the room here today, but also a lot of the local radio shows, you know, stations that have had me on to make sure we're talking to people from Westerly to Newport, up to Northern Rhode Island through the Woonsocket as well. So thank you to all Rhode Islands. Staying inside today, and we're going to continue monitoring the storm as it concludes here in Rhode Island. Keep staying home and stay informed in your local news, and we'll keep you updated if there's any changes. We will we'll communicate through the evening if there are anything to really change in terms of the announcements that we're making here tonight, and we'll be available again early tomorrow to talk about the cleanup, and we'll keep everybody posted on what time that will be. So with that, I'll turn it over to our Lieutenant Governor. And Lieutenant Governor, thank you for all your time today and all your help getting on all those radio shows and all the work communicating with people in the state of Rhode Island.
Thank you, Governor. This is a teamwork. Thank you for allowing me this opportunity to communicate with our residents of the state of Rhode Island. As the governor said, I want to say thank you. Thank you to everyone that listened to the message and stayed off the road and stay home. That has made a huge difference in us being able to keep the roads clear, making sure that it's safe out there for all of you. I just want to remind you that the governor just informed us that he's going to be extending the travel ban until midnight. And just check on your neighbors tomorrow once you're able to go out. Someone may need help shoveling the snow. Make sure that you help out your neighbors and check on them, make sure they're okay. I'm just going to say this message also in Spanish. El gobernador acaba de anunciar ahora que él va a tener la prohibición de vehículos en las carreteras, va a continuar hasta la medianoche. Esto es necesario para asegurarnos de que los empleados de obras públicas puedan limpiar las carreteras principales, los empleados del Estado que están limpiando las avenidas principales, los highways, pero también en las municipalidades que tienen que limpiar las calles más pequeñas, las que están más cerca de muchos de ustedes en los vecindarios. Como la nieve ha estado cayendo tan fuerte, muchos de ellos tuvieron que parar de trabajar y necesitan el tiempo extra para poder limpiar las carreteras. Así que continúen quedándose en casa hoy, esta noche, y mañana todo estará más listo para que ustedes puedan salir. También les queremos recordar que la transportación de los autobuses de Rhode van a estar disponibles mañana en la mañana. Hoy no hay autobuses, pero mañana en la mañana van a estar disponibles. Y los puentes, el acceso en los puentes está cerrado hasta hoy a la medianoche. Así que el gobernador está firmando una extensión de su orden ejecutiva para asegurarnos de que tengamos más tiempo para limpiar las carreteras. Le pedimos por favor que continúen estando en la casa, como dijo el gobernador de McKee. You again to the message for staying home, and I'm going to turn it back to the governor for questions.
So we'll do questions. Remember, we're using the mics, so our viewers at home can hear the question.
Hi, Governor. Joanna with NBC 10 Metropolitan. So the travel ban is going to be in effect until midnight. What about, people coming or going to Massachusetts or Connecticut? Is there any way that this ban can be enforced, and will people face consequences if they go against it?
Yeah, so we're expecting very little traffic to happen. We understand that that's a possibility. We've talked to the Colonel about that. We'll manage it. Right now for Rhode Island, stay off the local roads, stay off our highways. I'm speaking directly to the Rhode Island residents right now, and we'll manage if there is any, traffic that might come in from the bordering states. We expect very little based on the conditions that are out there. Just common sense says stay off the road, whether you're in Rhode Island, Massachusetts, or Connecticut. But right here, I'm concerned about the safety of the people in the state of Rhode Island.
Any chance the travel ban will extend past midnight?
No, I think we're there because we announced that RIPTA will be open in the morning for transportation, and I think that we believe that extra 4 hours is going to allow, when we're talking to the local municipalities, along with our DOT director Alvidi here, that those hours are going to be valuable for us in terms of doing the final cleanups, and then we'll take care of the loose ends tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yes.
Things will be fine?
Yeah, I think let's be careful and let's stay safe. We're expecting that we'll be out and about tomorrow, and people will be able to gas up on their cars. There's no need to have a full tank of gas, just enough in the case of an emergency right now. We don't want people out on the streets right now. Hold off if you need some gas in your tank until tomorrow morning and take care of it then.
Governor, this may be for you or for Director Alvidi. You mentioned that some municipalities are actually taking plows off the road. Where is that happening, and how are you helping, with the snow in those areas?
Yeah, I think we heard down in Narragansett they took them off for a portion of time today. I don't know if they're back yet, but the whiteouts were very concerning, so that's one community I know it's happened to. I'll let the director speak to if there's any other places in the state that he's aware of, but I know that you've been paying attention to everybody's working for us as well, Peter. So.
Yep. So our folks stayed on through the whole storm, private vendors and our DOT folks. There were some municipalities that were experiencing problems, as the governor mentioned, down in South County, but I believe they're all back online now. So this travel ban extension until midnight will give those communities the ability to catch up and make up for the time that they were off the road and be able to get back out there and finish up their work before midnight.
I'm not sure who would be best to take the question, probably the governor, but with storms of this sort, you always have reports of traffic accidents and so forth. Of course, with the travel ban, that should be reduced, but also people who exert themselves shoveling and so on. Have there been any reports of injuries, hospitalizations, or fatalities resulting from the storm?
Not that I know of, and that's one of the reasons I suggested the fact that, Rick, talked about the fact that this is going to be a cold night, and what can wait till tomorrow is probably makes sense for anybody even around their yards in terms of shoveling, and in particular, the individuals, and we all know that this individuals that should be careful. In fact, if they have some health issues that they got to be concerned with. I'll be putting my, the snow rake together tomorrow and take some of the snow off my roof where I need to. So I'm going to wait till tomorrow. It's going to be cold tonight. Stay inside. Stay warm.
It's a bit early, I understand, but how would you characterize the state's overall response to the storm so far?
Yeah, our goal is to make this a non-event, and the preparation for our municipalities and our state workers and our, National Guard. At this point in time, we feel as though that things are going very well, but we do still have a couple more hours of snow. We're expecting the snow to continue fairly strong to about 6 o'clock, a little after 6 o'clock, so you still have a couple more hours of snow, and we still got a great deal of work to do. We're very fortunate, which we haven't mentioned, about the fact that the outages have been minimal. I think that we're like 50 outages right now. In comparison, I'm hearing that Massachusetts has over 100,000 now. So we're very fortunate, and the grid can speak to that, but I think that's very important. Those are the areas that we're very concerned about. Loss of power, which means loss of heat in most homes in an area where we're going to be a wind chill in the single digits and over the next 24 hours, 36 hours.
Would Chris Kelly from National Grid be in a position to give us an update on that?
I think he would.
What was the update question?
Can you give us an update on the status, if you know it, both in Rhode Island and Massachusetts? What is the number of households or out? What are you expecting to see over the next few hours and tomorrow? And what is National Grid's response going to be to that?
No, yeah, and I'm just very happy to report that, you know, the temperature stayed low, which kept the snow dry, and the winds in this area in our territory in Massachusetts were just below that damaging level. You know, you go 50 miles east, and it's a different story. So it's, as somebody said yesterday, it's just very hard to predict exactly where those damaging winds are going to hit. It's a game of inches, and so we were fortunate today in Rhode Island to we restored, you know, even in the challenging conditions that are out there, we did restore about just slightly over 700 customers that were out. Last I checked, it was around 67 that we have out in Rhode Island. We have, even though the conditions are challenging, we're still going to look to put together an effort going overnight. And when the travel ban gets lifted at noon tomorrow, we're going to make sure that when people start moving around, if there's any pole hits or anything like that, we're going to be ready to respond tomorrow morning. And at that point tomorrow morning, we will most likely be starting to think about, all right, is there any other, you know, places in New England that need help, like our folks in Massachusetts, our neighboring utility in Massachusetts. And that's the update.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
We're good?
We're good, thank you.
I think we're good, yes. And I just, again, let everybody stay at home. Let's finish this as strong as we've started it. A non-event to me is an A. And I think we got the ability to get that into that A territory. So thank you, everybody out there, for your cooperation.
And you've been watching a live news conference with Governor Dan McKee at the